Right, welcome back to another Code Talk. Sorry for missing the last couple times. I had basically my interest in research crashed, and for 2 weeks I really didn't do anything. And then the third week, I did not have time to do Code Talk, so yeah, sorry for being gone for a month. I did post a lore dev diary in the Black October subreddit though, so there's that. Anyway, so first, we're going to finish off Arabia, mainly the British concessions, or well, British protectorates, etc. British subjects. So the Trucial states, which no real change outside the fact that Qatar and Bahrain are part of the Trucial states, because I, at least for the demo, can't be bothered to deal with them. So then there's Kuwait, which is also extremely similar. Originally, they were a pearl-based economy before prices of that dropped after new methods for creating them appeared, and beyond that, the global depression made luxuries sort of very low demand. Then there's Iraq, which, okay, so historically they were no longer under mandatory government. However, I'm just going to keep it that way. I think. I don't know. Also, somewhat different is that they're now the heart of Arab leftism, so that could turn out to be something interesting in the future. I'm not sure exactly where that heart was historically. I do remember doing a lot of research into Baathism, but in all honesty, um, everything. Well, so the Turkic states, Kuwait, Iraq, and mandatory Palestine were all done a couple days after the previous code talk, and everything after that was done a few days ago. So yeah, I do need to look over again my own justifications to be 100% certain. So yeah, with mandatory Palestine, um, again, it's very similar to what it was historically. The There was an Arab revolt at the time, and also a lot of the quite a few of the administrators, well, quite a few figures in the administration. That's probably a better way to put it. Were very, very sympathetic to Zionism. So fun. Then there's Egypt, which the main difference was that the British did not give them independence, so the rebels that were agitating for Egyptian independence did it themselves. The Brits didn't like that. However, just going in would have been poor timing because they were in the middle of something else. I believe it was the general strike. Were they both at 1921? I think so. Either way, they did say, don't touch any of our diplomatic agreements, or else. So that has paralyzed the government because they're afraid of breaking any treaty on accident, which would be very, very bad. Then there's Ethiopia, pretty much the same, however, tenser relations because the British are more focused on keeping their empire and possibly expanding imperial prestige in order to compete with the French. So they've allied with the French. Then there's South Africa, which is almost exactly the same, except the Boers, who tend towards being pro-German due to cultural reasons, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. The whole thing about interwar South Africa, the whole Wikipedia article, is one paragraph long, so yeah, it's great. Anyway, so it's about the same, except that the pro-German Boers are actually more supportive of the government due to the fact that, well, the Brits are improving relations with the Germans because they see them as a continental rival to France. Yeah. Then there's Liberia, which is zero difference. It's exactly as bad as it sounds in the descriptions. Well, okay, maybe not. I did not. I didn't put in how hilariously corrupt the elections tend to be. I mean, when you get 137, at least 137% of the vote for your party, yeah, there's probably election fraud going on. I've also, after doing those countries, I mean, so I am done with the old world now. I don't plan on doing the rest of Africa, at least in the demo. I'm probably going to do something more like Calm Before the Storm, where the individual administrations are represented later. I don't think I have the capability to do that properly right now. Anyway, so after that, I've done the first of the focus triggered events where it does the political reform for the German tree, initial tree, where you try to reform the government. This one is electoral reform, where there are three options. One is to do some gerrymandering, which supports the conservatives, but is the most unpopular option. The second is to extend women's suffrage. So, decently popular. Might destabilize the coalition, and your party won't like it. And then the final option is to do the electoral threshold that Germany has nowadays. 5% of the vote. Anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.